quirky variation on a theme. It's about my actual brother, who's actually younger than me, and has been a lot cooler than me since he was born. And we were sitting around the table when I was back in high school, and I was a pretty serious person in high school. My mom's a very serious person, and we were sitting around with my brother, who's not a very serious person. And he said that he'd been thinking about his Christmas present that he wanted for a long time. And I was like, oh, he probably wants like Nintendo, which he's gonna say no to. You know, something new and fancy. And he was like, you know, actually, I'm really, really excited about this. I want this gorilla suit. And I was flabbergasted. He was like, I want this gorilla suit. And I was just like, ah. And then my mom was like, that is a great idea. That is such a good idea. We can use it for parties, you know, so, and I was like, huh, that's, you know, that's wacky. I was telling all my friends, like, oh, my mom did the wackiest thing. She did this gorilla suit. Isn't that hilarious? The gorilla suit was like $300 also. The one he wanted was like, you know, had like the head and like long fur. And so I kind of forgot about it. And then a few weeks later, I was in the bathroom, and my brother and I always fought about the bathroom because it was always disgusting when he was in it. But this time it was like really good. There were like hairs all over. It was like in the tub, and it was on the toilet, it was on the floor. They were like in the sink and on the mirror, and I was like, what was he doing in here? This is disgusting. And it was the gorilla suit, and he just gotten it, and it shed all over. And I still hadn't gotten a chance to see the gorilla suit, and I was kind of like just waiting to see this suit. And he was like, no, I'll show you sometime. I'm working out a routine, kind of, and I'm going to show it to you. So you have to wait for the gorilla suit. And so I'm continuing to tell these, like, wacky stories about this gorilla suit to my friends who are also kind of serious, and my very serious boyfriend at the time, who didn't have much of a sense of humor, and, like, about my wacky family. And I kind of had forgotten about it still until the big lacrosse game. And my boyfriend was the captain of the lacrosse team, and he called me on what I knew was their big game, and there was like all this noise in the background, there was like screaming, and people were freaking out, and I was like, oh, it must be halftime. Why is he calling me? And he was like, Lillian! Someone in a gorilla suit just ran across the field, swung from the goalpost and beat their chest and ran away, and the police are chasing them right now. Do you know anything about this? And so, what happened after the foot pursuit, apparently, I found out what the routine was that he'd been working up. But I was prevented from ever seeing the gorilla suit because after hiding in a dumpster for 2 hours in the gorilla suit, he was forced to remove the gorilla suit and walk away so he could, as a civilian, undetected. And so I never actually saw it in person, this gorilla suit. But I did break up with the boyfriend because he was really boring and he didn't think that story was funny, as I did. And that was the end of that. Woo!